All right, everybody. So I just got out of watching Megan, and in my opinion, you know what? I don't want to give away too much, but I think if you saw that trailer at the very beginning, like when this movie was first announced, and you thought, man, this is gonna be a dumb movie, you might not be wrong. Uh, uh, let's just get into it. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, let's just get into it. Here we go. Okay, Megan. So first, let me just kind of give you a synopsis of what this movie's about. It's about this this woman who works at a toy, I guess, company, right? And it's her job to basically create the next big thing, right? The next big toy. Her sister and brother-in-law get in a car accident, and they have this kid. Her name is NICKI. NICKI survives the car accident, and now it's the aunt's job to basically become the parental figure, and to help her cope with the death of her parents, she makes this toy and gives it to NICKI, and her name is Megan. And from there, you can kind of guess where it goes. The movie is very predictable, number one, right? So you're not gonna get like an Oscar worthy performance from these actors. The dialogue was very hokey and cheesy. The acting by some actors were very bad, in my opinion. I'm not an actor, so I'm just giving my honest reaction, and I just got out of the theaters from seeing it, so this is unscripted, how I just thought, right? But outside of the acting and the cheesy dialogue, there were a lot of things in this movie that just kind of made me feel like very cringe. It tried to, and I know everybody's gonna go here with this movie. They're obviously gonna see an animated doll that kills people, and then they're gonna try to pit it against Child's Play. Well, you wouldn't be too wrong about that. But then also, I wouldn't do that, because when you do that, you kind of like set yourself up for expectations. And with this movie, I really went in there with no expectations. I left everything at the door, and I just kind of felt that like it tried too hard for its own good. I didn't even want to see this movie, but because everybody on TikTok was saying that, oh, it's Rotten Tomatoes give it a 98% or 96 or whatever it was, and people were like, oh, this is gonna be an instant cult classic. It's not. I personally don't think it will. It's not a good movie. It was boring sometimes. I'm pretty positive it's rated PG-13 because the kills could have been a little bit more elaborate in what they showed. And I understand that we're kind of in this era where movies that are coming out now, if they're not a Marvel or a comic book movie, they try to make them as entertaining as possible, which is great. I love that. I love that sandbox aspect when it comes to like directors being able to express themselves creatively. But this one was just bad, in my opinion. Maybe it wasn't too terrible. I don't know. I just got out of the theater, like I said, and this is just how I feel right now. But I'll give you an example. If you take a look at something like Violent Night, how it was very cheesy, hokey. There was deaths, but and then you take this one. They're kind of in the same space, right? They're two movies that are not going to take themselves very serious, and I think they're really there to put butts in seats and just to give an overall fun experience to the viewers. And I just was bored with this one. There were people laughing in some instances in the movie, and I just couldn't figure out why. I literally thought to myself, why are they laughing? Like, that's not funny. Like, there was a part where, and this is not a big spoiler, but if you don't want to hear it, you can fast forward. But there was a part where they have Megan kind of like harnessed up because they're trying to fix her, right? And the guy's kind of terrified to walk up to her, so he grabs like I guess it's like a stick or something, and he kind of like pokes her in the head, and she doesn't move. But people are laughing at that. I'm like, what are you laughing at? There's nothing funny here. There were a couple of funny dialogue parts where, I just thought it was very kind of like everywhere. like I said earlier, you wouldn't be far off to say that this is kind of like a Child's Play movie, simply because of the doll and murder aspect. But to me, it tried to say, okay, we have a Child's Play, and now we're gonna have a more advanced Child's Play in modern era, which, you know, if done right, could be great. Just in my opinion, the story was kind of like it just fell flat for me. I don't know. And there's other things too. And I want to say again, like I try to leave my expectations at the door, and so that way I can go into these movies, you know, and give an honest reaction, without any kind of expectation of what I had, you know, going into it. I didn't have any expectations because I didn't even want to see this movie, because I kind of felt that it was going to be dumb. And I wasn't wrong, in my opinion, for that. But I hope people like this movie, and I hope they had a great time seeing it. And you know, and if the goal was to, like I said earlier, get butts in seats and give people a great experience where it was funny and you got to see deaths and things of that nature that made everything that Child's Play was amazing. If that did it for you, I'm, you know, cool. But that's great. I just, to me, it wasn't that great. Like, and again, like I wasn't trying to be too nitpicky. I don't go to these movies saying, oh, I'm gonna do an honest reaction and let me kind of nitpick and all this stuff. But there were things that like just kind of didn't make sense to me. One example is not really a spoiler, but there's a scene where one of the children, maybe he's about like 12 years old or 11, I don't know, and they reference it a lot, that Megan is 4 feet tall and she's made out of titanium. The little shit sings titanium to NICKI, who's in bed. I think her name is NICKI. I hope it is, because anyways, like, I don't know many 11-year-olds that can pick up a 4 foot tall doll that's made out of titanium. I mean, that's pretty big. I mean, pretty heavy. The kid literally picked up Megan and ran off with her like as if she was nothing, like like a piece of paper or something. I don't know, but I was like, what? Like, what? I mean, maybe I'm getting too picky at that point, but I literally like was like, what did Megan like lose metal weight or something? Like, I don't know. It was like things like that. There are some jump scares. This is not really a horror movie. I don't know. It just kind of, I after seeing everything that was on TikTok, I wanted to like this movie. And even during the movie, I was finding myself saying, you know what, maybe it's gonna get better. Maybe it's gonna get better. And for me, it just didn't. It just got worse. Yeah, I don't really know what to say more about that. I don't know. But again, I say this every video that I do when I give my honest reaction. I'm not a movie buff. I'm not here to review movies. This isn't a review. This is just my honest reaction on it. But I implore everybody to go see the movie. Movies are amazing. I love movies. And develop your own opinion. And if you agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, let me know. But be nice, because I'm not bashing the movie. It's just maybe it's not for me, maybe it's for you, but at least let me know why it's for you. Like, why did you like it? I'm curious. And yeah, but I will say this though, I do love that we are making movies now that are very sandboxed for directors, right? And what I mean by that is, if it's not, like I said, if it's not a Marvel movie or a comic movie, it doesn't generate seats, right? Ticket sales. And so I think what Hollywood is doing nowadays is just basically kind of saying, okay, we need to be more entertaining. Well, how can we do that? And it's by giving the directors the creative liberty. I just feel like this creative liberty just kind of fell flat to me, and in the same space of the genre of having that creative liberty, for something like comparing Violent Night and Megan together, because I feel like these are two movies that don't take themselves too seriously, and they both have cheesy lines, cheesy one-liners. The dialogue is horrible, but Violent Night was a lot better, in my opinion. So I feel like it can be done, and it has been done with Violent Night. But for Megan, like I said, for me, it just felt flat. And again, go see it. I'm not telling anybody not to see it. I want everybody to go see it. Go see a movie. It's high time we get our butts out of our houses and go see movies and it's just enjoy, you know, even if it's a bad movie. I still enjoyed it, even though if for me it was a bad movie. But yeah, again, let me know what you thought. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? But again, be nice. I'm not a movie buff, and I'm not trying to be. I just want to be a guy that gives an honest reaction. So that being said, guys, I hope this video finds you well. Have a great day, night, whatever it is that you're whenever you're seeing this movie, and hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more movies like this. I'm gonna be doing this periodically. I'm not gonna do every single movie. I'll probably do movies that, like, you know, that I'm interested in. But yeah, just let me know what you think about this one, Megan. That's what I thought. But yeah, have a good one, guys. And like I said, hit that subscribe button. Later. Have a good one.